Hello everyone! Welcome back to our channel, Tech Luxe Zone. A sportsman, a photographer, a true romantic. Welcome to the world of His Royal Highness, Hamdan bin Mohammed Al Maktoum, the second son of Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. The Crown Prince of Dubai enjoys the reputation of a modern-day Aladdin and is known and adored all around the world. His Instagram has nearly 4 million subscribers. His every step is followed by an army of female admirers. And his subjects' love for him knows no bounds. In this video, we will talk about the Prince of Dubai. Have a look. If you like our video, don't forget to like and share it with your friends and family. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Now, there are a lot of people out there who believe that all princes in the Arab countries throw their money around. Well, that isn't true. Many of them are actually quite humble with their wealth. Fazza may be one of the humblest. It's true. Sure, he owns and has purchased a lot of really expensive things, as we will discuss, but he doesn't throw it all in your face by posting on Instagram. While he does have a hugely popular social media account, he mostly just shows off his eye for photography. Still, we wanted to know what he owns, so we did a little digging. We uncovered his most expensive toys, properties, and even animals. Many of these purchases were kept under wraps for a long time, but we now know that it was Fazza who bought them. One of the most incredible things about these purchases is that many of them were also the first ever or record-setting purchases. As you'll see, Fazza is in the record books a few different times. Some of the most expensive things owned by Fazza. Estate. Technically, the estate was purchased by Fazza's father, but we'll allow it because it is said to be Fazza's as well. This enormous estate, which has yet to be built, will be set on land already owned by the prince in the Scottish Highlands, more than 63,000 acres. The building will be a 14-bedroom lodge, and it will build next to the prince's summer home. The lodge will have all the fixings, including a pool and a massive gym as well. Technically, the lodge will be a hunting lodge and will serve as a yearly base for the prince and his family when they go to hunt whatever it is they hunt. It's almost certainly not a hunting lodge like that of Gary Busey and Ice-T movie, Surviving the Game, because for the last 20 years, the prince's family has been visiting the Scottish Highlands every year, and the residents and staff have nothing but glowing reviews of the royal family. A luxurious hotel. Zabeel Investments is a privately owned investment company. Well, it's privately owned by Fazza. Even though it's not his name making the purchases, you can be sure that he has enormous input as to where the investment firm puts its money. Of all the properties and places under the company's umbrella, the most amazing is the Jermel Zabi Saray, a 5-star hotel located on an artificial archipelago of Dubai, the Palm Jumeirah. The hotel is utterly remarkable. We don't know the exact cost to build the hotel, but some reports have it at $12 billion, which makes it one of the most expensive in an already ridiculously expensive area. Canada's most expensive condo. In 2013, Canada experienced its largest ever private real estate transaction. It was for 3 penthouse floors of the Fairmont Pacific Rim Hotel in Vancouver. Although the buyer was left unnamed, we know it was Fazza who made the purchase, even though he stayed in the condos since buying them up. The total transaction was for 3 penthouse floors, with the top floor being the most expensive condo ever built and sold, going for $25 million. Fazza then picked up 2 sub-penthouse floors below that unit for good measure, probably just for sound insulation. The total price for all 3 was $55 million. While we can't imagine any condo looking like it's worth $25 million, Fazza's Vancouver unit comes real close. This is easily the nicest condo we've ever laid eyes on. Great horses. Fazza loves him some horses. It is known that he rides them. He even competes in sporting events. He even kisses them on the mouth for photos. But when it comes to buying horses, only the best are considered good enough. So in 2014, Fazza and his father bought the most expensive horse there was at that time, paying $3 million for a colt with a great winning bloodline. They weren't done there. The royal family also picked up 2 more horses at $1.8 million each. That, if you're doing the math at home, is more than $6.5 million for 3 horses. These 3 horses were considered the best in show, so Fazza scooped them all up. They were also the most expensive horse sales of the year. Airplanes. For the 12th edition of the Dubai Air Show, Fazza and his family came down to tour the wares and see if there were any planes to their liking. There were a few. It wasn't a personal plane they were looking for, though. Fazza and his father were looking to improve Dubai's fleet, and they did. They were so pleased with the new Boeing 787-10 Dreamliners that they scooped up 40 of them. The deal, which will help build tourism in Dubai and move tourists along in style, is worth more than $15 billion. The individual price on these new 330-passenger planes comes in at $306 million. Falcons. This may be the best story we've heard all year. If you forget it after reading about it here, you'll probably see the movie about it whenever it comes out. There is a man named Bryn Close. After being homeless as a young man, Bryn moved to Doncaster and started raising birds. Falcons, if we're being specific. Bryn would spend all his money on falcons and raise them to race. Turns out, he had a knack for it. At the latest national tournament, the President's Cup in Abu Dhabi, the 7 fastest birds were all from Bryn. Well, Fazza liked sports and falcons, so he tried to buy Bryn's business for about $15 million. After being turned down, Fazza made Bryn another offer, one he couldn't refuse. Fazza would buy the sole rights to Bryn's birds. Now Bryn is a multimillionaire and gets to keep possession of the bird-raising business he built. As a thank you, Fazza sent Bryn a $90,000 Range Rover. We don't know what Fazza pays for each bird, but you have to think it was at least comparable to the first $15 million offer. An amazing fleet of cars. There are few cars on this planet as rare and exclusive as the Lamborghini Viveno Roadster. In 2014, there were just 9 of these cars produced. Each one costs about $4.5 million. Even though Fazza is not one to show off his cars, he did put some of his vehicles on display for a popular car show. In total, Fazza showcased 6 cars, each one an incredible work of art. Of all his cars, the Veneo is the one with the highest upfront cost. Because of the Prince, fans at the car show were able to get a close look at the Veneo Roadster, probably the first and only time in their lives. In case you're wondering, this car has a top speed of 221 miles per hour. It features a 6.5-liter V12 engine and boasts about 750 horsepower. The McLaren P1 is a ridiculous vehicle, if we know Fazza. And trust us, we do. We follow his Instagram. This intense speed available from this car is almost certainly what drew the Prince in. The hybrid supercar goes 217 miles per hour and can go from 0 to 60 in less than 3 seconds. With a turbocharged 3.8-liter V8 motor, the McLaren P1 has 903 brake horsepower. Even though we can't officially confirm this, we know that the first ever McLaren P1 was sold to a mystery buyer from Dubai. We know that this car was yellow with black trim. We also know that Fazza's McLaren P1 is the exact same model and color. The timing fits as well as the place of purchase. We feel confident saying that not only does Fazza own a P1 McLaren, but that he owns the first ever P1 McLaren. He paid about $1.3 million for the honor. He also has a Bugatti Veyron Grand Sport Vitesse and a Ferrari F12 Berlinetta. To one's surprise, Sheikh Hamdan also has unbelievable number of golden cars, including a Lamborghini and Range Rover, as well as a Bentley Bentayga and an entire fleet of Rolls-Royce motors. In addition, he has a yacht, which is believed to be the 3rd largest in the entire world. If you like our video, don't forget to like and share it with your friends and family. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.